There we go. Okay. So again, just welcoming everybody to the challenge. Hi, Chelsea. Glad you made it on. Um, Getting into this, we do have 50 people, $500 prize. But ultimately, this is mainly for you to help improve your lifestyle habits, get working towards your fitness goals, whether that's losing some extra inches, weight, getting stronger, improving your relationship with food, meal prep, all of those good things. So for those of you, there's a handful on here who know me or at least somewhat familiar with me. Some of you who don't. Just a quick intro about me. I'm 32 years old. I'm near Tulsa, Oklahoma. Um, my background is through college gymnastics. Made my way up through that. Got into CrossFit and nutrition coaching, and then started in law enforcement in 2016. And I've been in law enforcement ever since. And I got into the small business owner space, obviously, with this online coaching business. And a lot of that came from my experience within law enforcement, and I can share that a little bit more later or point you in the direction where you can find that information. But definitely experienced a lot of my own struggles as a female first responder getting through my career. And I use that experience to help everybody else that I can, because it was a struggle, and I hope nobody experiences quite that struggle I did, but I know it's very common. So it's good to share those experiences. But getting into the 21-day challenge, the main intention behind this for me is to get as many resources as possible, as far as nutrition, fitness, mindset, mental health to female first responders, because to me, that's a giant hole within our academies, within our curriculum, that nobody's really teaching this stuff. And it's super important because this is what's going to help you to take care of yourself, for one, because we deal with enough shit on the street. To take care of yourself, to thrive in your career, to make sure you're healthy mentally, you're healthy physically, and ultimately that you can enjoy your retirement, right? Which Kimberly here can help you all with that. She's our retirement coach, hopping in here. But yeah, just so you can be happy, healthy, you can reach every goal you want inside and outside of your career, and take care of yourself, right? Because so many people are, especially with physical struggles, mental health struggles, there's so many of that within first responder fields. And if I can give you just at least a tidbit or some encouragement, some positivity, something to help you get through that, I'm here for that. So the main theme of the 21-day challenge, and what I want you guys to remember most of all, is that you can't lose if you keep showing up. So put that on repeat in your head if you need to. You can't lose if you keep showing up. So you're going to come across struggles. You're going to come across challenges with kids, family, work, you name it. You might have to take a step back for a minute, but as long as you keep showing up, you can't lose. So really, there's three main things to keep in mind. One is taking the first step, whatever you need to take the first step within this journey to help improve your mental and physical health. Adaptability, adapting as those challenges come your way, realizing it's never going to be black and white, it's never going to be perfect, but you have to learn, adapt, and to keep moving on. And I want to help you with that, give you ideas on how to do that. And then also the main thing behind this is lifestyle habits too. You want to build things brick by brick. And that's how I'm going to structure that for you, that you have those lifestyle habits, you can build upon them, and then also you can adapt with those if you need to. So what you need to know about the challenge. Basically, each week there's going to be one specific focus. And then within those focuses, I'm going to give you guides and resources to help educate you on what that focus is. For example, you'll be getting an email. I think I scheduled it to send at 7. So right at the end of this, you'll be getting an email about week 1. The first focus on week 1 is whole foods and building a balanced plate. So within that email, there's a resource on what all that means, and how to read through and learn a little bit more about that. So more people popping in here, trying to let them in as they come in. But you'll get the email that will break it down, what the focus is, the resources are to educate you on those. And then middle of the week on Wednesday nights, I believe I put it at 7, will be the coaching call for that. So I'll go much more into detail with those guides, run through a quick teaching point or two, and then leave it open for questions for you guys to ask questions. Within those, you'll have those weekly challenges, and that's going to be the fun competitive thing that you guys can participate in to accrue points. Because at the end of this, the person with the most points is going to be the person who wins the $500. So those are the fun weekly challenges. They vary from like 1 point up to 10 points. They're not mandatory. You don't necessarily have to do them. It's just whatever you enjoy doing, whatever you feel comfortable doing. But the main encouragement behind that is that these things are going to help you build those habits that are going to be the foundation to help you succeed long term. So that's where the fun comes in. Those challenges, it'll be like a task, maybe up to 4 or 5 tasks that you can choose to complete within the week. And then you'll do those, record those, and then post them within the Facebook group. So everybody can cheer you on, give you a high five, fist bump, all those fun things. I definitely want to encourage participation, engagement with people, really create this community of female first responders that's super supportive and positive. That way we all have the support within that group and with each other. And obviously too, you have the networking options too. If you have some questions, you find somebody who is in a specific niche that might be able to help you out. You have that resource there too. At the end of the 21-day challenge, you'll get an exit plan to continue your journey. So you'll have the option to meet with me, hop on a call with me. We'll talk one-on-one, and I'll make sure you have a plan to continue your progress and keep going at the very least. So this is not just like a 21-day and then drop off type thing. I want to be on your journey with you and encourage you to continue. So the main resources that we have, the main resource is going to be the Facebook group. I post so much content in there. There's going to be a lot of content in there about the challenge and just different reminders, encouragement, things like that, just to help everybody throughout the challenge. Again, cheer everybody on, have fun with it. You know, add comments in there, maybe suggestions, whatever, just help build each other up, cheer each other on, keep everybody going. And ultimately, that's a great place for you to ask questions. Ask questions within the Facebook group, ask questions. I mean, you can always message me. You can ask them on the coaching calls on Wednesday nights. But that's the main thing. I mean, if you have a question, I'm sure somebody else has the same question or has a follow-up question to that they've been thinking of that they just didn't want to ask. So a lot of times it just takes somebody opening up and asking a question or just having some fun, maybe being a little bit vulnerable, but putting yourself out there so that you're encouraging yourself, you're doing better, and then you're also encouraging others to do the same thing. So that was my quick spiel. I did that in like 5 minutes. I was expecting that to be a little bit longer, but that's good if it's quick, right? Like I said, I want to be cognizant of your time because I know everybody has busy schedules and all sorts of things they're juggling. So I think that was the quick hit nuts and bolts of it. Like I said, your next email is coming out at 7 o'clock Central Time tonight. I scheduled it to come out, so I already had it typed up and ready to go. So you'll get that on week 1. So does anybody have any questions? You can ask me anything about me or the challenge or just generically speaking, anything. Silence.
Monica, are we supposed to be doing like before and after photos or anything like that, or before and after weights?
It's not required. I've done that in the past, but I certainly encourage you to do that just for yourself. Because I think it's a great way to gauge. It just depends on what you're looking for. I mean, if you're looking for that body recomp or weight loss or whatever, photos are a great metric to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody else? No?
I want to propose something.
Go for it, Kristen.
I want to not only propose, well, you know, your first prize winner gets $500, right?
Yes.
I want to propose $300 to the second place winner.
Okay.
So now we can have not only the person who makes the progress, but the one who gets there and just doesn't quite make it because they put in the effort too.
I like that thought. There will be, I'm known to throw in some extra. That's all right, Brittany. See you, girl. Thanks for hopping on. I like the extra encouragement and the extra cash fund. When I do chat with you guys throughout the process, or maybe at the end of the program, we talk about an exit strategy. I definitely want to leave you with the best that I can. So for some of that, I mean, if you're looking at one-on-one coaching at the end of this, you decide you really want some more help. Maybe that's reflected in a coaching price, or maybe that's reflected in another way. I'm always open to being creative with stuff. But yeah, I like the encouragement. I'll think on it. I'll leave you with that. I'll think on it, and ways to definitely encourage everybody else to have that extra incentive. But really, I mean, the price is more based on the points, not necessarily, because in the past I did it with like the best transformation. But it's more about participation and trying to I guess, implement those new lifestyle habits too. So it doesn't, I mean, you may be the best participant and may not see as much change, maybe. I'm not sure. It just depends. Everybody's a little bit different. But you're certainly welcome to use me to dive in a little bit deeper on maybe some challenges or some specific help that you need one-on-one while you're in the challenge too. So is that cool? Is that at least a hopeful answer?
That definitely
Okay.
works because all of us are going to try our hardest and some are going to just get to that point where we're going to give up. But, you know, the hardest, you got to be the hardest person somebody ever tries to kill. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I like that mentality. Yep. Yeah, you got, I mean, like I said, you can't lose if you keep showing up. So as long as you keep trying, you don't, I mean, everybody's going to fall off the train tracks at some point, but you got to get back on. As long as you get back on, you can't lose. So
yeah, and me investing in this will help me not only look for people that are doing the same thing and overcoming the same struggles, but also showing, you know, I can do it too.
absolutely. Absolutely. I guarantee a lot of women in here have shared struggles. And that's why I like bringing people together, because it makes everybody better, right?
Monica, I want to thank you for doing this also. Thank you.
Absolutely. I want this to be fun. I'm already having fun. This is awesome. So use me as a resource, use each other's resources, learn from everybody and grow, get better. So anybody else have any questions?
Don't be shy, guys. Come on.
She's like, talk, damn it.
Well, we need to participate in, you know, just having a blank screen and putting your voice out there, you know, get you one step closer to being consistent and participating,
Right.
not just listening, but doing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Heather just hopped on and is connecting. I'll have to send her the replay.
This
Says
is really
Rosemary.
important to me, even though I'm obviously on vacation and walking the dogs and cooking food and all that stuff. It's still, you know, my fitness, even though I'm retired, I'm still committed to being fit. And, you know, I have always in my mind when I've trained, thought about, am I catching the bat? Oh my gosh, the baby foxes are across the street from me right now playing. Seriously, baby fox, like animals are over there playing across the field while I'm talking to y'all. But I've always in my mind, you know, pretended like, am I catching that person? Am I saving that person? Am I getting them out of the car? Am I able to hold them down? And I don't do that anymore since I'm retired, but I still like to have that mindset.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the challenge is just you just adapt and the challenges change as you get older. It's depending on where you're at in your career, where you're at in life. I mean, it's always good to be healthy, especially, I mean, she's enjoying her retirement, working her ass off as a life coach. So she does all that, but she's still active. Her husband, excuse me, y'all are very active people. So I'm starting to choke right now. I don't know why. I asked a bit back, are the exercises safe for healing rotator cuff? Yes, they'll be fine. So I forgot to mention, we will have workouts in there. They're slowly building, like week 1 is 1 workout, week 2 is 2 workouts, and week 3 is 3 workouts. They're always adaptable. So if you have an injury or something and you want to know a modification for one of the exercises I give, just let me know, and I can give you something. Like I do have push-ups in there, so we can give you something else, Jenny, if that's going to bug your shoulder. So you can always adapt even if you are injured and still keep moving. Olivia made it on. Always at the firehouse.
I've been on, I've just been watching an ambulance.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Jenny goes to Planet Fitness. Yes, you will be able to. The workouts that I'm giving are basically body weight just because everybody can do them and there's no equipment requirements. So you can, these workouts that I'm giving out, you can do anywhere. So you won't have to worry about any equipment or anything like that.
I do have a little suggestion for the rotator cuff. My husband had a rotator cuff, slap tear, whatever you want to call it. And for the push-ups, he used this little device. Let me grab it. It's called a slingshot.
I've seen those.
Yeah, you put your arms in them you know, and when you go down, it helps keep your elbows close to you, so it doesn't really, you know, you don't go like this, you go like you're
Yep.
supposed to. And if I'm not using this, it's size extra large. I have pretty big biceps and I kind of fit in it. So if anybody wants it, or if you want to, you know, find some, just reach out to me. Same name on Facebook. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, those are good resources for push-ups, definitely. Jenny also asked if you have to record yourself during the workouts. No, there's a way to accrue points if you like take a workout selfie and post it. But again, you don't have to. Don't have to record yourself. How often will you be able to help us with nutrition? Throughout the whole thing. I mean, a lot of it will be nutrition and fitness based. Some of it will be some mindset and perspective stuff. But if you have more specific questions as far as nutrition goes, I'm always happy to answer those, because a lot of that can get off into the weeds too. So sometimes we get way off into the weeds when we're missing the big stuff. So awesome. Love the questions. And obviously you'll learn more as we get into this stuff. Thank you for the slingshot. We'll see if Amazon has it. I think they do. I would imagine they do.
Let me check. I don't know. I got it from somebody else. So let's see.
All right. Any other questions?
They do have them on Amazon, but they're pretty pricey. They're like $56.
It's not terrible. It's another tool in your toolbox if you're trying to work on improving push-ups. So it might be worth it depending on where you're at and where you want to be.
Yeah, and now remember, if you're still trying to improve on push-ups, you can still do the inverted row. That kind of helps it too. Well, no, that's pull-ups, not push-ups. Never mind.
Elevated push-ups.
Yeah, that one.
All right. Well, I don't want to keep y'all longer than you have to. Jenny's Lansing question. Yes, resistance bands can do the same thing. If you hook a resistance band to a pull-up bar above you and put it around your hips or your chest, you can do push-ups that way. And it's pretty much the same effect as that band.
I totally agree.
She's like, I got it. I've done this before.
I've tried.
All right.
It's ridiculous. You see, I even have a rower with some scenery.
I can see that in the back. That's fun. Just imagine you're off on the lake somewhere actually rowing. That's hilarious.
You gotta
Alright.
try, right?
Yeah. Check out while you're doing your cardio session. All right. Well, if no one has any more questions, I'll let y'all go. Just to give your time back to you. I don't want to take too much of your time. But you know where to find me if you guys have any questions. Please reach out. No question is a stupid question. I promise. Because if you have that question, it might be good to post and talk about in front of everybody else too. So anything you need, I'm here for you guys. Jenny, sorry I was late with Scott. Glad I made it. Yes, glad to have everybody on here. I'm glad everybody took some time out of their Sunday to hop on here. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the coaching calls and throughout the challenge. So like I said, you'll get that email here in probably another half an hour and you can check that out and that'll be your info for week 1. All right. Everyone have a wonderful Sunday. Hit me up if you need anything and I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.